Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can obviously tell from the title of this video, I am finally filming my everyday makeup routine. This has probably been the most requested video on my channel and I am so excited that I'm finally filming it. I was always a little nervous about coming on camera without any makeup on because I have mentioned a couple of times that I do have a lot of acne scars on my face, and I was just thinking this morning that you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. It was very sudden, I did not plan this at all, but why not? Like, okay, I have spots, I have scars on my face, nobody's perfect and not many people have perfect skin, so yeah. I'm so glad though that I finally decided to show you guys what I look like without makeup on, so I can now film skincare routines and film morning routines and different fun stuff like that, which is going to be a lot of fun. This channel is only going to get better. I'm so excited. Yeah, quick disclaimer before I begin though. I feel like I have to do a disclaimer before most of my videos. I don't call myself a professional in any way. This is not a tutorial. This is just me showing you guys how I do my makeup. I'm not saying this is... Sorry about that. I'm not saying that this is how you should be doing your makeup or this is how it should actually be done. I could be doing a lot of the things wrong. A lot of my makeup will probably not be perfect. Most of it won't be perfect because obviously I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just showing you what works for me and what I do every single day because so many of you wanted to see it. So this is basically what I would do on my face on days when I have errands to run or meetings to go to, or basically on days when I'm heading out and I don't really have too long. I'm a very lazy person if you haven't figured that out already. I get very lazy and I always leave getting ready to the last minute and suddenly I'm running all over the place. This makeup look takes about 5 to 7 minutes to do every day, and since I've been doing it on a daily basis, I've gotten so used to it that it's just become more of like a habit now. Of course, I don't always have the same exact makeup look on, but this is what I have more than often. I will sometimes change my lipstick or my eyeshadow and stuff like that, but yeah, mostly this is what I look like on an everyday basis. Okay, so it's finally time to show you guys what I look like without makeup on. You guys haven't seen me without any makeup on and I'm a little nervous, but you know what, let's go for it. So this is what I look like without any makeup on. Yes, I know I have a lot of acne scars and I think my skin is just the type that retains scars for a very long time. There are a lot of scars on my face that have been there for almost a year now and they just don't seem to be going anywhere. They have gotten lighter and I do feel that my skin is getting better, but it's obviously not gonna happen overnight. It's gonna be a long process and I'm okay with that. There was a time when I was really upset and very bothered with my acne, but I've come to terms with it and yeah, this is what I look like without makeup. Also, I don't think I look ugly. If you do think I look ugly and you don't want to watch this video, please close the tab. The button is right there up somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna now get on with my makeup. So to start with, the first thing I'm going to do is put my hair up just so that it doesn't come in my way while I'm doing my makeup. I might keep looking over here because the viewfinder is right there and then I can see what I'm looking like and what I'm doing. Anyway, now that my hair is out of the way, I'm gonna start with some lip balm. Now I already did my entire skincare routine before filming this and I applied lip balm then as well, but I feel like I can never get enough of lip balm. My lips get chapped really easily, so I always need some handy. This little guy here is the Avène High Protection SPF 30 lip balm, perfect for summer. After that, it's time for primer. I'm using the Sephora Smoothing Primer. I'm out of mine almost, so I'm gonna have to get a new one of this. It's really amazing. If you have a Sephora in your city, you should definitely give this a shot. So I'm gonna take some of that on my fingers and just kind of put it all over my skin. The next thing I'm taking is my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC35. Now I'm normally an NC30 with MAC, but you don't really get NC30 very easily in India in the Pro Longwear Concealer, so I need to use NC35, which is why I use it before my foundation, so the foundation kind of corrects the color once I use it over the concealer. So I've taken a little bit of it on my hand and I've got my mirror right here. I'm going to use it all over my cheeks, so I use my finger to just put the concealer all over my cheeks wherever I have any acne scars. I also have a mark on my face here. It's something that's been there for a couple of years and I just can't seem to get rid of. So that's there, and I'm going to use a little bit of concealer over that as well. A little bit under my eyes. So this is what I look like once I've just put my concealer on. I will now use my beauty blender to blend everything. But yes, I basically have to bathe in concealer. As you can see, I'm doing more of like a dabbing motion. This kind of helps me get a fuller coverage from the concealer, because if I were to swipe it all over my face, I wouldn't get as much coverage. You can already tell that my skin looks so much better now. I'm going to go in with foundation. I'm a little bit tan right now, so I'm mixing two different foundations. This is Urban Decay's Naked Skin in the shade 5.0, which is darker than my skin tone. And this is L'Oreal's Infallible, which is my favorite foundation. This one is in the shade 200 Golden Sand. This matches my skin perfectly, but I'm going to mix the two today. A little bit of Urban Decay, and now I'm going to take a little bit of L'Oreal's Infallible. And we're going to mix the two. Now I'm just going to use my finger to dot the foundation all over my face before I blend it in with my beauty blender. I'm also taking a little bit on my neck so that the skin color kind of matches and we don't have my face and neck looking like they are two different colors. So the foundation is now blended. Now on certain days I just use my powder to set my makeup in place after this, but sometimes I feel like I need a little bit more concealer under my eyes, and that is when I use my favorite Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This one is in the shade Light and it works really well to highlight the area under my eyes, and I also use a little bit on the bridge of my nose. So now that my concealer and foundation is done, it's time to set my makeup in place using powder. So I would normally use the Maybelline White Super Fresh Compact in the shade Pearl, because I've been using that for a couple of weeks and I've been really liking it, but I honestly can't find where I kept it. I've thrown it in one of my handbags and I couldn't find it this morning. So I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC30. Now I normally set the concealer under my eyes using my damp beauty blender, and then for the rest of my face I use a fluffy powder brush. I find that this just helps my eye makeup last longer, like the concealer under my eyes. It just sets it in place, it causes no creases, and it just makes it last all day long. So I'm taking the narrow end of my beauty blender and just taking a little bit of powder on it, and I'm gonna dab that under my eyes. Now that my eye makeup has set in place, I'm going in with my Real Techniques powder brush for the rest of my face. So I just swipe the powder brush all over my face, and that just helps set my makeup in place. Now it's time for brows. So I usually use a tweezer to clean my brows a little bit, but I haven't done that in a while. Lazy girl problems. But I do have like a little bald patch in my brows somewhere here, so I'm gonna have to fix that and I'll show you how I do it. So I normally use two products for my brows. One is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Brow Arch and Shape. This is a double-ended product, so one end you have your brow pencil, and then on the other end it's more like a pen. I don't really use this end much, I usually just use the brow pencil. Next product is my Bobbi Brown Natural Brow Shaper. This is a brown colored brow gel, it's in the shade Brunette, and it just keeps my brows in place all day, because otherwise I literally have like crazy brows. I have brow hair all over the place, and this just helps keep that in place. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the Makeup Revolution pencil to kind of fill in my brows. And next I'm just using the Bobbi Brown brow gel to keep them in place. Brows done, now it's time for eyes. Okay, so I would advise that you use an eyeshadow primer. I take a really tiny amount of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion and I apply it onto both my eyelids. So this step basically depends on how lazy I am that day and how late I'm running. If I'm running really late, I just use one single eyeshadow over my eyes, which is the Miss Claire eyeshadow in the shade 0215. It doesn't have any name. It's just a very natural brown color that works perfectly for your entire eyelid. And on days when I have a little bit extra time, I will go in with my MAC Burgundy Times 9 palette and I'll use the gold shade over here. This is the shade that I use the most from this palette. So I'll just use that all over my eyelids, and I usually don't use anything in my crease and stuff for a daily basis because I feel like I want to get done with my makeup super quick, and this just makes it really easy. So I'm taking this PAC brush in 295. It's just a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I recently got it and I have been obsessed with it. I'm taking a little bit of the Miss Claire eyeshadow on the brush and applying it all over my eyelids. I honestly don't know how much of a difference you can tell now that I've put the eyeshadow on, because I feel like it won't really show up on camera. In person also it looks really natural, so it feels like it's my natural eyelid color but just a little bit stronger. I'm now taking the same eyeshadow brush and using it for the gold eyeshadow from the MAC palette. And again, I'm just putting that all over my eyelids like I did before. Now, you know how much I love my winged eyeliner, and there is no way I'm leaving the house without that, at least on most days. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm using the Kat Von D ink liner in the shade Trooper. This has been my favorite for the past 5 months at least now. It's kind of drying up now because I've been using it almost every single day. But when I do get a chance to get Kat Von D products, I know that I have to pick this up. So this is what it looks like once both my eyes are done. Usually the wings on both my eyes don't always match, but that's okay as long as it looks normal in person. I think that works for me. Next up is mascara, and this is Maybelline's Colossal Volume Express Mascara. It's not the waterproof version because I find that waterproof mascaras are a little difficult to take off, and only on days when I feel like I need the curl to hold in place, or if I'm shooting or something like that, I will then use a waterproof mascara. This one works really well for a daily basis. Now I'm just using the mascara on my upper and lower lashes, as you can see. Now it's time for a little bit of contour and highlight. So on a daily basis, I never really used to highlight before. I would just use a little bit of bronzer for some definition under my cheekbones, and that was it. But I have been so obsessed with highlight recently that I just cannot skip it. For bronzing, I'm using the MAC bronzing powder in the shade Matte Bronze. It has a slightly ashy warm tone to it, so it works perfectly well for everyday use. I'm going to apply that with my PAC 376 brush. I normally used to use a much wider contour brush, but this one has been working really well for me recently. Now for a little bit of overall bronzing, I'm just going to use the same brush that I used before, the Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of the Matte Bronze, dust it off, and a little bit on my jawline and just some more on my forehead. Now for highlight, I'm using the Savannah Colors Bronze Professional palette. This contains 3 different colors. One's a bronzer, the other is more like a color correcting kind of powder, and the third is the highlight. I'm using a fan brush from PAC in 045. I'm going to take a little bit of the highlight on the brush and just sweep it over my cheekbones. and a little bit across the bridge of my nose. So my highlight and contour on a daily basis is not very strong. It's much stronger when I'm shooting and stuff because I prefer it to look a little bit more natural. And yeah, now it's time for blush. This is Maybelline's Cheeky Glow in the shade Fresh Coral. I love coral tone blushes on my skin. I think they look really nice with my skin tone. I'm using the PAC brush in 335. It's got a really long handle, so it's very easy to use. And I take a little bit of the blush, dust it, and just apply it all over the apples of my cheeks with a very light hand. I prefer a more natural flush kind of finish when I'm doing this. So this is what my face looks like, and now it's time for lipstick. I'm using the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in HD Seduction. It's that perfect everyday nude and it looks really nice with my skin tone, so I love it. Okay, so this is what I look like most days. Like I mentioned before, I will probably switch up my eyes or lips sometimes, and I'm hoping that this video helped you guys in some way if you wanted to know how I cover my acne or my spots. And also a lot of you had been asking for this, so I'm hoping you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you guys would like me to do another look for how I do my makeup on shoot days or on days when I'm filming videos, because that makeup is slightly different and a little bit more complicated with a lot more going around the eyes and stuff like that, I would love to film that because this was actually so much fun to film. Or if you have any other requests, please leave them in the comments below. I will see you in my next video, which will be my May favorites. That was actually supposed to be up today, but because I filmed this, I am really dying to put this up, and I'm going to put my May favorites up tomorrow or day after. So that will be up sometime this week, and there's also another video coming up on Saturday. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you next time. Bye!